The pantry for me has always been this spot of just like, ugh, like I just throw everything in there, shut the door, and forget about it, as terrible as that sounds. And it's not functional whatsoever because it's become such a hot mess. So I decided to take the weekend to do a little bit of an upgrade that you guys can do as well. I'm going to break this down for you by days. The first day, which was Friday, I just spent cleaning it out, organizing into 3 piles, which were platters that I wanted to keep, the food that I needed to organize, and then the things that I could definitely live without, but I've been like holding on to for some reason that I never use. There ended up being a ton of stuff that I was able to donate, and I know this sounds really weird, but the containers that I ordered off of Amazon for this pantry update, the box came in handy because I put everything for donation in there and set that aside and dropped it off later. After I had all the things for donations in the boxes and I put those in my car to drop them off, you know I like to keep my makeover area very clean, so I moved all of my serving platters and my trays that I was keeping to my bar area to kind of confine the chaos. And then I started to dig through all of the food, look at any expiration dates, which I found Nutella to be expired, which you know means I've had that for quite some time. The mini human and my boyfriend both said that the reason why they don't eat as much out of the pantry is because they can't see what's in there, so I decided to switch that up and change it to all clear containers that I ordered off of Amazon. I've linked them all down below for you guys. And although they are not cheap, I promise you they're totally worth the investment if you are also the type of person that needs like clear organization. That is something I did not know about my family before that I found out while doing all of this. Moving on to day 2, it was all about painting, which I personally despise, but you could definitely save money when you paint the room yourself versus hiring someone to do it. And this was like a yellowy white, so I just decided to switch to the Behr Ultra White in a semi-gloss finish, so it's easy to clean up if there's any spills or anything, and just went to town. Here you can totally see the difference in changing your whites out to brighten up. I also took my sweater off because I kept bumping into all of the things and getting white all over me. I then decided to stick with my black and white theme that has been happening in the closets in my house and painted the bottom half Behr's Carbon. This was insanely easy. All you have to do is line up painter's tape where needed and paint up to that line. But we're going to move on to upgrading the light fixture, which I do in all of my spaces because it is one way to make the biggest impact if you're not looking to demo or anything. Mind you, we haven't demoed at all this pantry update, which is great. This light fixture is also from Amazon. I linked everything down below for you guys. If you don't feel comfortable installing a light yourself, please hire an electrician, but I actually love doing this myself. It just saves me extra money and I can put it towards the budget where I want to versus like labor. There I painted black. I decided to add my white contrasting serving trays just because it makes it a moment and it looks very decorative when you open the door. Decorative storage is key, so I picked these 2 up at Home Goods. I actually spray painted them a flat black. They used to be gray just to match my colorway in the pantry, obviously. We are now in our final day, day 3, which would be Sunday for me, and it's just basically quote unquote install day, which is organizing my heart out and putting everything how I like it. And holy moly, now I want to grocery shop all the time, which, fun fact about me, I hate grocery shopping. People always tell me to paint the tiles. I'm not about to do that, so I'm just reusing a doormat that I had from last year's Halloween door makeover, and voila guys, here's the new space. I mean, not new space, but new pantry upgraded moment. I don't know what you want me to call it, but the lighting is not good in my house, so I apologize. This is what we were working with before, and this is what we have now. Before you guys jump down my throat, because there are some humans like that, they're like, this is not functional, blah, 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 blah. Why would you do that? This is my house. This is my family. This is what works for me. This is meant for inspiration. I can't believe I have to continuously make this clear, but this isn't my way or the highway people. This is just what I did over a weekend, and I wanted to share with you guys, and I hope it inspires you. I am super pumped because after doing this, I now officially want to build my first sliding door, which of course I will share with you guys. I know not everybody has built-in storage. I understand that everyone's house is different, but paint and a light fixture, which I sound so repetitive, it goes a really long way, and taking the time to organize also does some wonders. So I hope I inspired some of you guys to tackle a part of your home that you've been avoiding. I'll catch you Wednesday for another DIY.